Zo. Eens even zien. En weer even goed zetten. Ik vind het zo irritant dat iedere keer dat hij dan fout staat. Ik ben benieuwd of er mensen tips voor hebben. Zoals je streamt, dat dan de stream automatisch naar games en demo's gaat. Even zien hoor. Want soms lijkt hij het wel te hebben gepakt. Maar dan blijft hij alsnog staan. En laatst ook weer. Als ik dan stream, dan lijkt het goed te staan, maar dan staat hij alsnog niet goed. De categorie heb ik nu aangepast naar The Witcher 3. Oh, bij deze. Tot maar. Dus als het goed is, moet hij goed staan. En moet het goed gaan. Maar ja. We gaan het meemaken. We gaan even de verf bij de trolololo brengen. En dan gaan we na die tijd op zoek naar Tamara, de dochter van de Bloody Baron.
Barrels and horse for more. The infantry from Trecordo. Once its air swords to sky. No gods come, must die, die, die. Who was ever here with these banshee cavalry from Ninna Valley? Pikes in air, swords to sky. No gods come, must die, die, die.
Hello, Trollolo.
Private Snake, report on order.
I give you paint.
Just so happens I have some paint on me.
Oh! 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 Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Has paint, but how? Dunno.
Hij weet niet hoe hij moet verven.
Might be a problem.
Man's how no. I order. Man's knows.
I guess I do. Depends what.
Birdo colory. Redania Birdo. Shields like.
Guess I can give it a shot. Got a brush?
Beautiful.
Pretty Birdo.
Think so? As long as you're happy with it.
Man's good. Not like other mans they choose. Mama can and
Yay.
see them burden. Itching gravity to go. No question in the army goes to you. It's them at all. Your boiler in the army goes to you. It's them at all.
Yay! Wauw. Nou, dat was trollolo. Dan gaan we nu op zoek naar Tamara. We kunnen ook naar de kapper. Hallo meneer de barber.
Greetings, master. What can I do for you? Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
Allemaal verschillende leuke. Maar ik kan het laten zien, ze zijn wel grappig. Sommige zijn echt een beetje weird. Sommige zijn wel leuk. Op zich vind ik deze wel cool. Maar ik vind zelf wat hij had vind ik het leukste. En dit vind ik ook nog wel leuk. Maar ik vind dit meestal het leukste. En zijn baard. Ja, ik vind het nog steeds in de serie. Ik vind het nog steeds een beetje gek om hem zonder baard te zien. Want ik vind hem zelf met baard. Ja, ik vind de baard gewoon veel beter. Maar ik laat hem wel af en toe dan hier weer even wat bijtrimmen. Dus deze. Dan is het net even wat netter. Bye bye.
So long.
Af en toe moet je clean shaven zijn voor sommige quests. Nee, ik denk dat zo stom. Gelukkig groeit het vrij snel weer aan, dus dat scheelt.
Honor in the fatherland.
What can I get you, good sir? I've everything from apples to
I just sailed back to Port
requisitioned by the arts to support the war effort. Hey.
Andere kant volgens mij.
Stay out of my
Soms
way.
even zoeken.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Ja, ik snap haar wel.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough.
Klinkt niet gezellig.
He crossed the line and we fled.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever, she was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Wojtek said some monster carried off your mother.
That is what happened. It was enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog. Seems quite happy, actually.
Mensa.
Though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What?
No.
She lives. I must go there at once and get her out.
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
I've made my decision. Won't let anyone talk me out of it.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help
Witch
me.
hunters.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks.
Nee.
Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Yep.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
Ja.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The Hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the eternal fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Yep, good luck. Hey. Dus ze hebben beloofd om haar te helpen om haar moeder terug te vinden. Oké. Toussaint. Ja, toch nog niet heen. Oh, hallo meneer. Nou gaan we terug naar Velen, naar de Bloody Baron.
Eternal fire walk with you.
En nogmaals, was er maar een vast travelpunt daar binnenin. Ja. We moeten nog wel even Gwent spelen met de Baron. Bedenk ik me nu. Als we dat niet doen, krijgen we zijn kaart namelijk niet. Dus even bedenken wat we daarmee gaan doen. Heb jij toevallig Gwent-kaarten te koop?
Spot a cider for you?
Nee, ik koop geen cider.
Like to take a look.
Ah, Gwent, yes. En een boek.
Farewell.
Want als we geen Gwent met hem gaan spelen, dan verdwijnt hij straks. En dan kunnen we dus die quest niet voltooien. En dat vind ik wel een jammer. Dus hij heeft volgens mij ook wel een hele goede kaart die ik wil heel hebben. Dus we gaan eens even proberen of we dat ook kunnen regelen nog voor die tijd. Hallo.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Oké.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for
I hope so.
enticement?
Let's lay him down.
Ah ja, die wil ik wel heel graag hebben. Ja. Wel of niet de Clearweather? Nee. Oké. Let's do this. Meer kaarten. Nee, ik heb geen decoy. En geen medic. Ja. En hij is dus slim aan het spelen, denk ik. Want iedere keer als ik een kaart neerleg, ben ik er eentje minder kwijt. Of meer. En hij krijgt iedere keer 2. Dus waarschijnlijk gaat hij zo meteen pass doen. Vermoeden heb ik. Ja, zie. Nu heb ik deze ronde wel gewonnen. Maar veel meer kaarten dan ik nu. Ik hoop dat ik... nee. Flutkaart. Ja. Ik weet niet of we deze gaan redden. Want ik kan nu deze twee spelen en mijn leadercard. En dan komt er zo'n 15, 16 punten bovenop. Maar hij heeft nog 6 kaarten. En tenzij het allemaal weather cards zijn, wat ik betwijfel, gaan we dan niet werken. Dus ik ga een gokje wagen. Denk ik. Ja, hij heeft ook geen zin. Nee, ik ga gewoon all in. All in! En we zien wel. Dood op de gladiolen. En anders moeten we opnieuw proberen. Ja, nee. Helaas. We lost. Ja. I know. Opnieuw
You're not
proberen.
complete shite, but you really should work on your technique.
Nog een keer
I'm
proberen.
listening. What do you come to me with?
Soms heeft het ook
In the
gewoon
mood for a round of Gwent?
geluk nodig met de goede
I'm
kaarten.
always in the mood for Gwent.
Als ik decoys had
Let's lay
gehad,
'em down.
medics, dan had het spel heel anders geweest. Maar ja. Decoy bij doen dan. Ja, dit zijn dan wel al betere kaarten. Ja, en een medic. Kijk, nice. En dan wacht ik even of hij nog een spy heeft. Kijk. Dan pak ik die van 4. Oh no! No! Die is stom! Maar ja, fijn. Nou, krijg ik nog flutkaarten voor terug. Nou ja, fijn. Hij heeft zijn scoortje in ieder geval verbruikt. En gelukkig nu, want ik wil zo meteen een kaart spelen waardoor deze, kijk, deze verdubbelt als je ze combineert. En hij heeft zijn scoortje al verbruikt. En er is er maar één van in de game. Dus I'm doing good. Oh, wat? Dat wist ik niet! Ik dacht dat er nog maar eentje in de game was. Oh, dat is niet eerlijk. Dat is knap lullig. Dat wist ik niet. Grapje. Dan weet ik niet of we gaan winnen. Nou ja. Zo proberen. Ah, hij is past. Dus... Ja. Nu win ik deze eerste ronde. En ik heb een medic. En ik heb mijn leadercard nog. En ik heb een extra kaart. Want ik heb deze gewonnen. Dus... Ik kan mijn medic spelen. En dan kan ik de spy neerleggen. Krijg ik weer 2 kaarten erbij. En ik heb mijn decoy. En dan kan ik mijn medic terugpakken en hem nog een keer spelen. En dan kan ik dus zometeen nog meer kaarten neerleggen. En ik denk dat ik... Ga ik dit risico nemen? Ik denk het wel. Dan heeft hij hem wel gewonnen, maar hij heeft 2 kaarten. Hij krijgt nu wel een extra kaart, want Northern Realms krijgt een kaart als ze gewonnen hebben. Maar... Hij had wel hele hoge kaarten liggen en ik weet niet hoe hoog hij nog heeft. Ik ga winnen en dat is heel erg fijn. Gaan we dik winnen? Ik vind dat we heel dik gaan winnen. Oh yeah. Victory! Gelukkig. Zie, soms heb je ook gewoon geluk nodig met de kaarten.
A man's only as good as his word. Take the card. I fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boatbuilder in Orreton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill, last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
Oké, nu we dat gehad hebben, even opslaan. Dan kunnen we nu met hem praten over de rest.
What do you come to me with?
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all...
Ja, maar ja, despite of all, ben je nog steeds een slechte vader geweest.
What of Anna?
Ja.
I found her.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith?
Relax.
Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
I don't know where she is now.
Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report
Nee.
on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and
Yes.
I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Nee, dat is zeker waar.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Oh.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Not the understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Yay!
Your wife is with the Crones as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
I've heard
Yeah.
folk speak of them, and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
Hey.
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Dat is niet zo makkelijk.
Do what you will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the crones, just plain stupid.
What would you have me do? Sit on my ass and wait for her return? I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business. We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan.
Oh, okay.
One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we'd breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Ja, nee. Kut zien. Okay. Let's help the bastard.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Ja. Maar... Waar kan ik hier omhoog? Maar moet ik hier langs? Nou. Nu werk je dan mee. Waarom kun je nou ineens niet teleporteren, hè? Oké, doe het. Hoppa. Off with his head. Well, close enough. Hey, my boy. Huh.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble.
Meaning?
I must flee. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True. But with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Yeah,
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Uma!
There you are. Escaped again. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle shit.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smart-ass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once, to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Het is nooit officieel bevestigd, maar ergens heeft dit te maken met de sidequest Hearts of Stone. Met dus Gantor Odim. Als je daar op een gegeven moment wat meer dingen gaat over opzoeken, dat is zo gedetailleerd en zo diep met allerlei verborgen hints en alles. Dat is zo goed gedaan. Dus wat er dus een beetje het verhaal gaat, dat die Gantor Odim dus expres verloren heeft tegen de Baron, zodat de Baron Uma heeft gekregen, zodat Uma bij Geralt terecht zou komen. En nou ja, als je op een gegeven moment die Gantor Odim een beetje daar meer van weet, dan snap je wat ik erover bedoel. En dan vallen er heel veel dingetjes daarvan ook weer op zijn plek. Dus het is wel echt zo, alles is zo verweven met elkaar.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper Baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Oh, he will. Nee, we gaan niet naar Skellige. We gaan eventjes de Baron helpen. Of gaan we eerst... Ja, laten we dat maar even afmaken. Gaan we even wat...
I'm begging. I'm innocent, I swear.
Yes, it was profit. Let me order it.
Doesn't matter where the grub's from. Long stolen trouble. My fault we ended 6 feet under the bushes. Why do you have to play the hero?
Now we'll have them stick.
No.
Some manager's trying to grip me.
Dit gaat wel heel pittig worden. Ik weet ook dan niet of het wel heel handig is om nu te doen. In theorie kan het. Maar...
I'll never forget what why the hell
dat is mooi.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday. Feast we had.
Shut up. Oké, nou, dan gaan we naar Erdonwarren. Dus eventjes de Baron helpen. Maar eerst even kijken, kan ik alweer wat meer alchemy stuff doen. Nou ja. Oké.
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang 2 blob-tits, did they?
I don't know, my lord.
They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they'd talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out. Where'd they go?
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Lass? We must go there at once.
Tamara.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men. Fall in with the swamp to cross and those cursed crows to hunt down.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Die hebben we eerst nodig in ieder geval. Hebben we ook al relict oil toevallig? Gelukkig. Die gaan we namelijk nodig hebben straks.
Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crowns, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Yeah.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of her heart.
Dat geloof je mij toch lekker niet.
Always.
Nou, natuurlijk komen we deze fuckers weer tegen. Useless. De rest doet ook echt gewoon helemaal noppen. Ja, hard fighting. For me. Jullie doen helemaal niks. Useless zijn jullie allemaal.
That fair talking? Through you? Brawny bird?
Who? Me? Fear? Not on your life. Alright boys, let's move on. At pace, show these horrors who's in charge.
Oh no. Goed zo, kill alles maar. Hoef ik het niet te doen. Nou, finishing blow. Hoppa, off with his head.
Bloody hell. What the?
Water hag.
What the?
Where's a horror like that come from?
A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. So next time you think to get a lot of booze, don't. Better off taking it down yourself.
Okay.
Witcher, why
Ja. Dit is nog easy.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Ja. Hij is wel veranderd, soort van. Hij heeft in ieder geval spijt. Eens even kijken hoor. Ach, lompo.
Your father, he wants to find his wife, your mother. Really?
He pay you much to be his yes man?
Nee.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village.
Ja. Nee. That won't help you. We're in big trouble now.
Over here!
Oi! Get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly baked and hot.
Mother.
There, clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy. Go on, whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh, so take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Take pity.
Yeah, pity we do.
But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother. It's me. You recognize me? What's happened to her?
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Oh no.
Something's coming. Get ready.
Yep. Like I said, relic oil. En ja, Gwen Shields, en ja, is wel makkelijk.
What was that?
Wolves? Perhaps.
Did
didn't sound like wolves.
Because it
Nee.
wasn't. Get ready.
We are in trouble. Big trouble. Dit zijn het nog van. Ja. Yeah, the internal fire won't help you. Want zodra we dit gekild hebben... Even kijken of ik mijn zwaard nog kan upgraden. Even repareren bedoel ik. Want... Ja. Dat. Een fiend. Oh boy, oh no. Oh boy, bijna. Oh no! Oh.
What was that?
Looked
fiend.
a fiend to me.
Yes.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied?
Nope.
Enough! I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state? Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Bye. Bye for dinner. Mood bye.
She's incapable of deciding anything just now.
A dark
Yeah.
spell. It must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
I can't.
Before we do anything, we've got to get her out of here. Crones know we've come for her. Might send another monster, something worse than a fiend.
I'll not go anywhere until you tell me you can help her. Break the spell.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the Crones village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit. A very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxenfurt.
You said you'd save my mother.
And I kept my
you did.
word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see true sorrow. Remorse for his sins. He will care for her. And you've a new life and new duties. To the Eternal Fire.
Fear not. All will be well. I will not touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
Witchers were made to kill monsters. It doesn't matter who posted the notice. The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their way. Folk don't expect Witchers to save them from themselves.
Thank you, Witcher. Despite all.
May the eternal fire guide and protect you.
Farewell.
Ja.
You were right to let your father take her.
I'm not so sure.
We could do nothing more. Nor could the Witcher, if she can be helped. Only a learned sage will know how.
Perhaps you're right.
En dat was de quest met de Bloody Baron. Blijft altijd wel een lastige quest. Met niet echt een goed of een slecht einde. Maar ik vind dit het beste einde. Ik vind het altijd wel een zielig verhaal. They've been through a lot. Op naar keira, metz. Uh-oh. Bugs. Er is hier nog één. Oh, it's a big one! Oh, wacht. Oh, no! Nope. Yay.
rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Keira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Ja. Dit is dus de Potion of Clearance. We hebben het eerder over gehad. Zo van, als je op een gegeven moment je skills allemaal hebt uitgekozen en je wilt dat opnieuw doen, dan koop je deze. Dan kan je dus zorgen dat alle punten weer teruggaan. Dan kan je ze opnieuw kopen. Opnieuw herindelen. Ik ben zo terug. Ja. Deze is ook wel heel fijn. Als je weer eens heel erg aan het looten bent en je op een gegeven moment nog niet snel ergens heen kunt. Dan kan je deze nemen en dan kan je even net wat meer stuff dragen. Eens kijken of ze die heeft. Yes. Dat is wel handig. Die kunnen we nog niet, die kunnen we nog niet. Die maybe. Nee, is ook niet, hè. Vind ik ook een beetje zonde, hoor, want het is, ja, klim te doen. Die wou ik wel doen. En die. We hebben nu die kleintjes, maar dan kunnen we een grote doen. We kunnen ook een hele grote misschien van de blauwe doen. Ja. Maar maybe kunnen we ook wel een... Nee, hè? Nee. Dan moeten we nog even mee wachten. Ook al niet.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Okay.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Okay.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
Huh. A boat, see? How nice of you. Row, row, row your boat, don't lay down the stream.
Geralt, can you hear me? How close is it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Prettig. A tower full of mice. Wauw, dat klinkt gezellig. And lots of other fancies. Wie gilt daar? Er is hier toch helemaal niemand?
Geralt, are you on the isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear.
Oh, no.
Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Interference. You must be very careful.
Uh-huh. Because there are lots of drowners and rot fiends and other nasty buggers. Fine. La 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 la. Toevallig weet ik dat hier dit ligt. More loot. No more loot, that's all. Ik dacht dat hier nog meer lag. Oké. Fine. Hier kom je later nog een keer terug voor een andere quest. Maar dan moet eerst deze curse gebroken zijn. Of course. Ga weg, stomme drowners. Laat me met rust. Ik ben met een quest bezig. Oh, je wou ook nog klappen, fine. Rot op. Off with your head. Annoying little beasties.
Wonder what killed them. Doesn't look like the work of necrophages.
No. It wasn't. Nee, niet met z'n allen tegelijk. Jullie krijgen allemaal klappen, gewoon om de beurt. Hi.
Damn it.
Jongen, doe eens. Je lokt alleen nog maar meer monsters. Ik had net mijn wapen gefixt. Jongen, seriously.
A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
Oh ja, maar die... Jongen, Tues, die zo onbeschoft, jij heks. Hag. Mine. Ga weg, stomme. Leave me be. Ja. Ik denk dat ik voor die tijd nog even langs een smithy ga. Even wat dingen verkopen. Mijn wapens laten fixen. Ik heb nu toch een fast travel punt hier. Eens even zien. Is het handigste. Ja. Ik heb volgens mij nog niet echt hier een blacksmith unlocked. Oh, laten we daar maar even heen.
Duty calls.
What am I to do now?
Nou, hoppa, daar overheen.
The butcher of Blaviken.
At first, I thought it had...
Ah.
Oh ja, die luie donder die ligt natuurlijk de slaappistool nu. Fine. Fine.
Top-notch swords.
Show me what you have in stock.
Yeah. Show me. Ja. Die is wel iets beter. Maar niet heel lekker. Ja, die is iets beter, maar dan heb ik mijn glyphs er niet meer in zitten. Dus, maar ja.
So...
Er was hier volgens mij nog wel een blacksmith. Dus kijken of die stuff verkoopt voor
How can
alle
I be of
stuff.
service?
Je kunt hier een lening krijgen.
Guess I have to take out a loan.
Of course, I'll arrange it right away.
Just like that.
Lady
Yeah.
Jennifer of Vengerberg
That.
long ago declared herself your guarantor, were these circumstances ever to arise. Besides, we've tried and true methods for collecting debts.
Die hoef je eigenlijk nooit terug te betalen ook. Het is wel 100 crowns, maar toch, is toch leuk?
How can I be of service?
In theorie moet je kijken, je moet hem wel terugbetalen iedere keer, zegt hij. Maar als je eind van de game hem nog niet hebt terugbetaald, dan gebeurt niks. Dan wordt hij wel weer kwijtgescholden, ofwel heeft Jennifer hem of zo terugbetaald.
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits.
Zat hier niet om de hoek. Ja. But. Where is he? Where did he go? Ah, daar. Ik weet, hier komt op een gegeven moment komt er hier een andere blacksmith en dat is een quest, die moet je hem
Need
helpen.
something sharpened?
En die kan ook master swords maken, dus dat is wel echt heel nice. Maar die hebben we nog niet. Kijk, die, yes. I want it, I need it. Heb je daar ook dingen voor? Nee. Nee. Maar was vanaf level. Oké, bye bye.
What's going on? He's a war veteran. Spare me, Craig.
Back to Viking Isle. A tower full of mice. Yay. Ja.
Let's try Keira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Fun. Nog meer plekken waar ik dat kan doen. Denk binnen in ieder geval. Nog meer plekken. Hier ook nog.
They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. We've no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
Nog meer green, glowy clouds. Weg. En afleveren. Nee, okay. Then we go inside.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely. Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Where's that noble? Where's that noble?
Oh ja, je moet heel precies staan.
Where's that noble?
Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Huh. Pleasant.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Cookie.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats?
Yeah.
How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Ja. Hier kom ik vandaan. Dat moeten we niet doen. We moeten verder naar boven. Where can we do that? It's a bit dark here. Yeah.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Die is stuk. Die doet het niet meer. Niet naar beneden vallen.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
That didn't do shit. But now it does. A secret passage.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Ja, nogal.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
No. Prettig.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I... couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Yeah.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why.
I do.
You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
Nee,
think
je
so.
liegt.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
Don't trust
As I see it,
her.
you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land. The base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Don't trust her.
Really sad story.
Trust me.
Something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
No, because you are.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous.
Yep.
And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone who finally take pity on me.
Gotta catch them.
Oh, rot op, vieze ratten. Waar is die bloody deur? Hier. Run! Catch the ghosty. Nog eentje beneden. Ja, zij ging door die deur. Tuurlijk ging zij door die deur. Dan wel door die deur. Spectre oil. En we zijn weer een level up. En ik was zo. Oh, nee, dat wil ik niet. Die. Zo handig. Nee, dat is beter voor mij, denk ik. Oké. Oh. Maar. Waar is dat ding? Hier.
What was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, a village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Even zien hoor. Ja, daar gaan we niet heen varen. Daar lopen we wel even heen. Via fast travel. Huh? Oh. Hij stuurde me naar Keira daar. Ah, dat, nee. Oké, fijn. Nou, dan maar even op een horsie. Er zijn dus 2 scenario's.
Come on.
Als je er dus voor kiest om haar wel te vertrouwen en haar te geloven. En haar botten naar hem toe te brengen. Dan ja, is dat niet heel erg goed voor hem. Wat ook gewoon wat Geralt al zegt. Oh, iemand die ik had op Geralt. Dat het nooit verstandig is om de botten van een vrouw, een vervloekte vrouw, daar naartoe mee te nemen van het eiland af. Maar ja, dan neem je dus die botten mee naar hem toe. En dan komt het uiteindelijk erop neer dat hij vermoord wordt door haar. Not very nice, of course.
Come on, Roach.
Want dan denk je, oh wat lief, ik heb haar geholpen. Dan hoor je alleen maar gekrijs uit dat huisje komen. Ja, is niet zo heel erg goede manier. En daarna is hij alsnog ja, vrij eigenlijk. Je hebt haar niet, de vloek is niet echt helemaal verbroken. Maar ze is alleen vrij van het eiland af. De methode die we nu doen is ja, ook niet optimaal. Maar wel voor de vloek en voor de mensen eromheen. Maar dat zien jullie zo wel. Gaan we even, ja, we gaan even een kleine sidequest tussendoor doen. Deze is wel grappig. Kunnen we wel even tussendoor doen.
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the whole village.
Come on.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this all-god of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Winds howling.
The altar. Waar is dan the altar? Ah, hier.
Oh, all God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Hello, all God.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and the Little then, Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return? I talk at least.
Listen here, lard-ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
Okay. Je kunt er wel mee te vechten, maar dit is de beste oplossing. Want hij helpt ze wel. Dus als je deze vermoordt, dan hebben de peasants dus... Ja, die komen in dikkere, grotere problemen, omdat ze zijn hulp dan niet meer hebben. Dus dit is een goede tussenweg.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And? Will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Farewell. The All God show you favor.
Mm-hmm. Hee hee. And door. You have to die, fine.
Just leave me be.
Ouch. Why have you been following me?
I'm not following you.
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him.
Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
Yeah, nee.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... Is she...
Ja, nee.
Spoke
Niet
to a
helemaal.
ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time? But... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never have left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Okay. I want you.
Let's go to the tower.
Oh.
We wandered this place, but I've waited long enough for revenge.
Last
And
I
now
came
we can...
through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me would... It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Yes, you did.
Is that?
Yeah.
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
Dat is, ja. Het is een hele gekke tongzoen. Nee, no thank you. Hier. Ja, dit wil je niet zien, Geralt. Hier. Maar ja. That's not very nice.
At last.
Ja, hij ging sowieso dood.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Ja.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Nogal. Nou ja. Okay, we can do this. Heel voorzichtig omdraaien. Niet naar beneden kijken. Hoe vaak ik daar wel niet geflikkerd ben, jongen. Dat is echt... La-di-da, la-di-da. Nog steeds? Dan gaat hij op een gegeven moment open ging. Vast ergens iets gemist. Een kistje of zo. Much better. Now we go to Keira. Keira heeft een beetje ja, een beetje een dubbele motivatie voor dit. Maar daar kom je zo wel achter. Hello.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded, as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena.
Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
The lamp. What do you want?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed.
Okay.
I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
Precies. Dat.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Als je nog wat stuff wil kopen van haar,
I gather you'd like a look.
dan is het verstandig om het nu te doen. Want je krijgt later niet heel veel kansen meer. Deze potions. Doen. Ja. Die koop ik maar wel. Ik heb niet heel veel centjes, maar... Ik weet dat die zeldzaam zijn en niet zo vaak te koop zijn, dus... laat ik dat maar wel doen. Nou, zo vind ik het wel goed voor nu. Kan ik alweer wat maken. Nice. Oh ja, die vond ik niet zo interessant. Ik moet even wat beren killen, heb ik wel door.
See you, Keira.
Nou, dan gaan we die een andere keer doen. Een mooi moment om te stoppen. Dan zie ik jullie bij een volgende stream nog een keer. Fijne avond. Volgende keer dus haar nog met een kleinigheidje helpen. En dan kom je erachter waarom ze onze hulp nodig had. Tot de volgende stream.